Hi, I'm in my early 60s, and I would like to share with you an experience I had in my life that actually drastically changed it. A few years ago, it seemed like it was almost overnight, where I was consumed by health issues. I started to feel stuck. I had low to no energy. I wondered where my motivation went. My body was in severe burning pain. It seemed I was emotionally and physically drained all the time. The doctors didn't really know what was going on with me. They diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, and I know there are many diseases that mimic the same symptoms. I was afraid. I didn't know what was going on with me. I was bedbound. I remember crawling to the bathroom, and it was painful to simply make a cup of tea. And it took a long time, a lot of energy, which I did not have. For a few weeks, at the age of 50, I even ended up in an old age home. I felt depressed and ashamed that I could not show up for people like I used to, and that I could not show up for my job, which I loved very dearly. And I tried many times to come back to my job. And I couldn't show up for my family. And sadly, I couldn't even show up for myself. I remember this feeling as something very strong and deeply painful. And it seemed like my life was over and that I was not good enough for anything or anyone, no matter what I tried. So it was there at the old age home, lying in the bed. Finally, it was at this point I felt I had enough, that I truly had enough. I realized that to show up for myself, I would need to make a change. Shortly after, it was then a friend had come to visit me and told me about Healaura and the Keys for Life course. And I noticed something different about my friend, something different about her energy. I felt curious, and after a short period of time, I decided to take the Keys for Life course. I started to feel like what I was learning was rebuilding my entire foundation. I noticed that I was stopping addictions that I was turning to as a way to cope with my emotional and physical pain. I was learning to jump over stumbling blocks. I was being guided in learning how to connect with, nurture, and receive messages from my aura. It was with the guidance and support of this training, I was starting to feel my self-confidence and my energy increasing exponentially. I was starting to feel more balanced, healthier. I was starting to feel the spark coming back into my life. I learned with my aura, I could check many practical things in my life, such as which people to have in my surroundings, how to move the energy and in what direction in many day-to-day things, and in a way that would support my energy and life purpose. For example, in the areas of health, where to live, relationships, career, financials, which projects to work on and with whom, what priorities to focus on for the day, how to use my creativity with people, children and grandchildren. And this is just the tip of the ice cream cone. I feel the aura is limitless when someone learns to connect with it. I am so grateful to have learned about it and its potential in guiding me in my daily life and in my life purpose. I learned that it is not just about being busy and active and doing things automatically. It is about checking with the aura where to put my energy and creativity. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to take the Keys for Life course, and I feel I want to be aware to stay connected with it and its guidance over the course of the rest of my life. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story.